Yeah, this afternoon, the House voting to override the governor's veto on this legislation, ushering in a series of changes to how the Council of State functions and the elections process moving forward. In the immediate aftermath of that vote, we saw members of the public who gathered in the galleries, many of whom were here for hours prior to that meeting this afternoon, expressing their anger, some of whom were yelling at legislators, others chanting shame, where they were escorted out of both the chambers and ultimately the building. And what could be seen as a key test of Representative Destin Hall's leadership as he's set to take over as Speaker next month. Republicans were able to utilize their supermajority status, and this was not a foregone conclusion as 3 House Republicans initially voted against the bill when it was introduced last month. The measure allocates $227 million from the state's savings reserve toward Hurricane Helene relief, while weakening the power of the governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, and state superintendent's offices, among other measures. Now, during debate on the floor, speakers largely focused on the Hurricane Helene relief aspect of the measure.
We come back in 2025. I expect to be the Speaker of this body, and I can tell you that my sole priority from day one is going to be that hurricane relief. And every member of this body who wants to join me in that effort, whether you're Republican or Democrat, I'm going to work with you.
We should have done more sooner. We talk about figuring all this out. The people in North Carolina are tired of hearing that help is on the way. It's not coming. And that's the way people feel. So we've just got to do better. We're not here, to talk to each other and slowly drip money out. We know that flexible, quick money is how you get through disasters, and that's what we need to do.
Yeah, Hall was part of that delegation which visited with federal officials on Capitol Hill yesterday, calling for more Hurricane Helene relief. He continued his calls on the floor, saying simply the state does not have enough money to allocate not only to the recovery efforts in the western part of the state, but the continued recovery efforts stemming from the eastern part of the state in the aftermath of Hurricane Matthew. We had a chance to chat with Representative Robert Reeves a few moments ago. Certainly very animated, very angry, a continuation of his brief remarks on the floor. We're going to share those remarks coming up tonight at 11. We want to share this with you right now. This from Attorney General Josh Stein, of course, will be the governor-elect. He released a statement about this veto override in which he wrote, quote, "The people of Western North Carolina are desperate for help from their state government, yet this bill is a power grab, not hurricane relief. It is despicable for the Republicans in the General Assembly to use folks' incredible need for aid to cloak their political pettiness. The legislature needs to step up and do its job. If they do, they will find a good faith partner in me. I'm ready to get to work." We are going to have more on the fallout of this legislation and its potential impacts. But Joe Lauren, as I mentioned off the top, a major win for Republicans and Representative Destin Hall, what is really his first key test as he's set to lead this new House session beginning next month. I'm Michael Perchik, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.